Now, year after year, I keep getting these questions, right? So what will happen in the exam if I freak out, if I panic? What if I don't get the answer for a question? What if I pick the wrong case? What if I'm reading a particular passage and I'm not able to answer, right? I don't understand the passage. What do I do, right? But this is a video for those of you, right? You need to get into one simple mode. That's the warrior mode. Now, if you're ready and you're up for it, hit subscribe or like this right now. Share it with your friends. Help them out and get on to this warrior mode. This is going to be the first of the videos. There are more to follow over here. Now, before we start with the warrior mode, you need to understand what you are readying up for, right? You want to crack the CAT exam and then do an MBA and get into a top company and be a great manager, right? And what do you do as a manager? When somebody gives you some work and you have to end up delivering, are you going to look for like the perfect scenario that you get all the information, you're going to take the decisions, there won't be any blunders or mistakes at all? Is it doable? Is it achievable? No, right? You have to make quick decisions on the ground. You won't have all the information. You will make mistakes. You have to learn from it, right? And you have to overcome that. There'll be setbacks, not failures. They become failures when you continue to go down that path, when it's going to psychologically hit you, right? Setbacks are going to be there in this exam as well. How do you overcome that? Get into the warrior mode. In this warrior mode, you're going to wear two hats. One of a warrior, the second of a battle general or an army general, right? So you are going to be a warrior at times. You're going to be a general at times. Now, what's expected, or rather what is required in an army, right? Filled with warriors. What do you expect? First is discipline. Let's say you're the general of the army, you're on the battlefield, and you have a battalion or a battle formation with about 20 rows, let's say 20 rows of soldiers. It's all infantry units. Now, let's say the first 4 lines are going to get wiped out, right? The first 4 lines are going to get wiped out. What do you expect the remaining 16 to do? Should they run? Should they run in the opposite direction towards you? Or should they stand over there? Hold still, hold the unit, and fight. That should give you the answer for the first part of what I want over here. During the exam, let us say you pick the wrong question. You get stuck in a case, right? You're not able to solve it. You have to let go of it. You have to move on to the next one. What do? Should you panic, get into a depressed state and say that the exam is over? That's it? Or should you say, you know what? It's just a setback, right? It's just the first 4 rows are gone. I have so many more minutes. Let's say the first 20 minutes are wasted, or some 15-20 minutes during the test are wasted on some question or the other which you picked and which you couldn't do well. It's a question of the remaining 100 minutes, how well you use that. My own personal experience, I got a 99.98 percentile in CAT 2023 and CAT 2021, and both those tests I wasted at least 20 minutes on wrong cases or wrong questions. That's from DILR and Quant, and those are the sections I prepare students for and I'm really good at, right? So verbal, it just went on. But the rest of it, I did pick the wrong questions or the wrong cases or the tougher ones, and I got stuck. But the remaining 100 minutes of mine went really well. Now, in your case, if you want a 99.9 plus percentile, even if 30 minutes are wasted, I'm telling you, note it down. It's a question of the remaining 90 minutes, how well you do it, and how well you bounce back after a setback. That defines you as a character, and that's going to dictate your CAT score. Next is this fear of failure, right? Let's say you're a warrior mode, you're in the first line of this entire battle formation. What's going to be there? Oh my God, I'm in the first line. The chances of dying is very high. Should I be standing over here? Should I go to the last line or something like that? No, right? You have the fear of death, you're dead, right? Does everybody in the first row die? No, not really, right? It's a question of how well you fight over there. If you have the fear of death, you're pretty much dead, right? In the actual battle scenario, that's the same in CAT. If you're going to have this fear of failure, I'm not going to do well and all of that, you're simply not going to do well, right? You need to get over that, and the battle ends when the timer finishes. That's it. Till then, you need to have the right attitude and continue with the exam. Third thing, you need to understand that you're a general at war, right? You're not a general in just one single battle, right? What's the difference over here? We call it World War I and World War II. We don't call it World Battle I. A war comprises of several battles, right? It doesn't end with one battle. You can lose 10 battles, but still win the war. You need to remember that. So the CAT exam which you're going to write is going to be a battle, not a war, right? You have several battles. You have CAT, SAT, NMAT, SNAP. Do one well, right? Of these four, you do one well, you're going to get into one of the top colleges. Remember that and go in for this battle. Right? Don't go in for a battle thinking that this is the war and I have to win this, otherwise it's over. A lot of students take CAT again and again, right? So I'm not saying that you have to take another attempt or something like that. Just go and de-stress yourself, right? So if you think that, this is do or die, otherwise it's over, no, that's not the way to go about it. You're going to over-stress yourself, and just too much stress is going to lead to failure. Now, also look at it this way, even if you do well in this particular battle and win it, which is CAT exam, you have several more battles lined up, which are your interviews, right? And you have to do well in one or more of them. I'm sure you will as well, right? So understand that it's a battle and not a war. Now, the last is a very simple and funny thing, which is never complicate. Keep it simple, right? So put yourself into the warrior mode, the warrior hat right now. Let's say you're standing in the first line, right, in the battle formation. Now, what are you going to be thinking? Or who's the person I'm going to be fighting? I see like two people over there next to me. I don't know which one is going to be coming against me. Now, oh, that person is tall, this person is short. Now, who's going to be setting this exam? Is it I am Calcutta or I am Bangalore? Is the paper going to be easy? Is it going to be tough? How should I prepare for this? Oh my God, will quant be easy or tough? What if I get stuck with the wrong ones? What if arithmetic is going to be really tough? What if algebra is going to be easy? I'm not going to be well prepared with that. Get over all of that. Keep it simple. You're prepared, right? You're prepared for one bunch of things. Just make sure that your preparation is good enough. That's required as well, right? Once your preparation part is done and you're into the test taking mode, you're on the battlefield. Simple. Whoever comes on the other side, I've got to fight. But I don't need to fight every single one of them. You need to pick and choose the questions that you want to fight, right? Go for the easy ones. Target the easy ones and win them. That's the idea. You might, in that process, think that one of them is easy, but you'll end up getting stuck with the tough one. It happens for everybody, including me, right? So therefore, just keep it simple. Just say you're going to take this exam. Your focus is going to be on the question and not the timer, right? Not that, oh, what is the duration of this war and when is it going to end and all of that. No, none of those. Keep it simple. In front of you is just the question. Focus only on the question. Think about the best ways to solve it and come up with it, right? All right, that's about it. Let's keep it simple. Get onto the warrior mode and win this war.